let's refurbish some crusty old truck wheels.
Seeing as my grinder just died, it's a good thing I saved the cleanest one for last. So down to a drill. This tire actually holds air, so for now I'm going to just tape up the valve stem. It doesn't have any weights on it. So yeah, let's tape it up, get our strip. Alright, we've got them all stripped down, so now I'm going to just use some denatured alcohol and wipe these down, clean them off, and start putting the primer on. So ideally you'd like to keep cleaning until your rag comes off clean, but this alcohol kind of eats away at this paint, so you just constantly get some paint residue on there. But you know, not show car wheels, they're work truck wheels, so we'll finish getting them cleaned up and get them ready to spray. Well, all I've done is just lay trash bags down to keep from painting my shop floor. So next step, we're going to do one final wipe down with the lint-free cloth, and then do the 3x5 index card thing that you see in every other wheel painting video, and start laying some primer. Alright, I got all the 3x5 index cards on. Had a couple where the tire spews were kind of annoying me. They weren't allowing the index cards to stick down in the rim, so I went ahead and taped those. But with everything wiped down and the index cards on, let's go ahead and get to priming. So I did 3 light layers of the self-etching primer, then a heavier layer. Waited a while, now I'm about to start going on with the black coating that I'm going to use on the back of the rims. Alright, we're going to get the final coat of black on the back of these wheels, get the index cards pulled, let them dry, then we'll tape them up and do the fronts. So we got the wheels flipped over and taped up. So I'm going to do one final wipe off with the lint-free cloth, and then start laying primer and paint. Alright, so we did the 3 light coats of primer and then a couple of heavier coats. Let that set up for the recommended curing time. Now we're going to start hitting it with the paint. Alright, so we got them all sprayed. So we're going to let them start to tack up just a little bit. Then I'm going to pull all the 3x5 index cards and tape off and set them up and get the heat somewhat on them so I can keep them around 70 plus degrees for a few hours, make sure that paint cures up nice, and then take them after it's fully cured and get some tires put on. Finally got the wheels back from the tire shop. They look great in my opinion. We're going to be downsizing a little bit. We're going from the 35s, or the rather 315 75 16s on a 10-inch wide rim, back to the OEM 16.7 with a 285 75 tire on it. So you know, that's just more what I'm going for these days. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get them swapped out. So ever since I put the 16x10s on the truck, I have been running the Centromatic wheel balancers, and that's because the initial tires I had on those wheels, the Canati Mud Hogs, were trash. They wouldn't balance for anything. So I've been running those for a long time, and I was looking forward to being able to keep them, but they unfortunately do not fit the OEM wheel. So I won't be able to reap the benefits of not having to worry if I get some mud caught on the inside of my rim or anything like that. But yeah, I don't take this truck off-road that much, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. So I'll go ahead and pop those off, pop the new wheels on, and we'll get an after look at it. Alright, so it actually turns out the Centromatic wheel balancers do fit if you have them on the right axle. I completely forgot. I had swapped these due to something weird with the Pro Comp wheels. I can't remember what it was. It's way too long ago. But yeah, I put them back, B on the front, A on the rear, and now the Centromatic balancers fit, so that's awesome. All right, 1 down, 3 to go. All right, we got about 2,500 miles on the wheels. It's holding up well. I mean, only 2,500 miles, you would expect it to. But yeah, it looks good. Looks kind of like the newer Super Duty OEM color with that Seymour stainless steel paint. The one thing I do want to change is I'm going to come back and clean up and paint the Centromatic wheel balancers black. That way, just kind of looks a little bit better. Or one key thing to point out is that stainless steel paint, that Seymour paint, I got at O'Reilly's. That stuff covers really well. I got 3 cans of that and didn't even use 1 can across 5 wheels. So it has really good coverage. So if you got some enjoyment out of this video, if it helped you out, go ahead and like and subscribe. Thanks.